This video is brought to you by CatBeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
Yo, what a freaking do, everybody. The man flight is beyond, I can say, at least relieved at this point, man. So a lot of you guys, before I get on to this absolutely gorgeous, freaking fantastic 5 things NBA Live 17 absolutely has to do, I want to just simply apologize for the inconsistency of the uploads as of recent, y'all. I am in the process of moving into my new apartment. I have less than 2 months when this will actually take place, and you know how that goes, especially for you guys that live on your own, bruh. There's a lot of stuff that you have to do, and that's the main thing that's been stressing me out. So that's why, if you guys see me the previous week make that stress video. But yes, man, we are finally on to something I've been wanting to talk about for the last minute, because NBA Live 16, yes, it is a half-ass game, and there's 5 things I'm asking for NBA Live 17 absolutely has to do in order for the Live franchise to not only exist, but for just as a whole, the community to just continue to grow, because this is not something you want to neglect. You know, you have to improve the gameplay, the mechanics, and the animations. That's number 1. NBA Live, we all know originally it's not the best simulation game. It's always kind of been arcadey. Okay, that's any NBA Live OG person, bro. Like, that's just how it is, man. The NBA Live was never 150% simulation, but the gameplay, on the other hand, that doesn't mean that you can just, you know, forget about that part. That's the most important part to any video game. That's what makes a freaking video game, for damn it, man. Like, come on now. You have to fix the freaking gameplay. It is time. I'm so sick and tired every single year, bro. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing some vast improvements. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like they didn't have nothing new on NBA Live 16, but overall, you can do better than that, man. Like, come the fuck on. Like, you guys, like I said, came from college, bro. I don't even have a fucking degree, bro. Like, come on, bro. I know this stuff, dog. Like, you gotta fix, like, the simple things. Like, every single fucking NBA player is always freaking crouching down when they have the ball, like they have a humpback, like they're 55.5 years old or something, bro. Like, fix that shit. Second, we have to implement the roster editing. We have to implement the roster editing. I mean, how difficult was that to remember? You cannot have a basketball video game, let alone not a roster editing. People want to be able to go play with somebody, maybe like LeBron James. Let them be able to create their own roster. That's even gonna give you guys some free promotion too. Everybody's gonna be wanting to make all these players on different teams, draft classes. There's gonna be more YouTube content being put out there, because we're gonna actually have a realistic fantasy dynasty, which leads me on to number 3. Flesh out at least one depth mode, preferably the dynasty. I mean, don't get me wrong, the gameplay is paramount, and it should be at the top of the list without a doubt. That is why it is the first thing that has to be discussed. However, there needs to be a reason to keep playing the fucking game. You cannot just bring in one brand new mode, which Pro-Am, I actually still have fun on it low-key. I do play the game, yes. NBA Live is my favorite game. I still play a lot of things, but you can't put one new thing like Pro-Am. Like, look at NBA Cheesecake 16. They put in like 5 new things, god damn it. Them guys put in a gauntlet, which they fucking stole and freaking murdered the entire Madden Select menu. They took that shit and flipped it around and made it them damn selves and made it 5 times better, and I'm admitting that, bro. You have to have something where it keeps somebody playing the game, like longevity. That is a key focus in number 3, which moves me on to number 4. You need to add some more basic functionality features. There's a lot of stuff that should be added in Dynasty Mode. We already know that, and I'm done talking about that, because every time somebody brings up a Dynasty Mode on any NBA Live game, it disappoints me. NBA Live 04 had the best Dynasty in my opinion. Like, they even had little cutscenes in the beginning. Is it too hard to bring something like that in that category back? The same goes for in-game injuries, which forces us to make adjustments. Why isn't there like anybody getting injured when we're in a game? NBA players are not super invisible. Hello? NBA players are human too. There needs to be injuries occurring on NBA Live. I mean, you guys are seeing where I'm coming from with all this. I'm sure anybody, I guarantee my money, I guarantee everything in life, nobody will have a favorite song if it didn't have a hook. So why can't you implement that in the basketball game? The bottom line, NBA Live 17 needs to be deep. It needs to be full on freaking just beastly. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to cover and remember a lot of things NBA Live 17 needs to be fucking adjusted with, man. So comment down below, what do you think NBA Live needs in order to improve as a franchise and go past that average mod? You need to get above average, man. Like, come on, bruh. Like, there's so much that the game can easily be fixed, bruh. The hook in the game is just the biggest thing. NBA Live 16 in the beginning had the hook of Pro-Am. I'm not even gonna lie, like that was the biggest thing a lot of people wanted to play NBA Live for. And now when somebody gets to a point where like, hey, I don't feel like playing Pro-Am anymore, I wanna play something else on NBA Live. What the fuck is there else to play on NBA Live other than the same fucking Rise and Star mode? What else is there to play? We need to have some big change come to NBA Live this year. I mean, just there's a comprehensive list I bet you somebody is probably gonna make down below in the comment section, bro. And I mean, do not be afraid to say, let it all out, bro, because this is the future right now. It is in the grasp!